Wow, this has to be the best and the only legal way to cook picanha. Oh my goodness, you didn't say anything. Today we are talking about picanha because picanha is the queen and we're gonna find out which is the best way to cook it because I know some of you guys are frustrated out there. Every time you cook it, it's tough. This beautiful cut that you see here is picanha and it's considered a new cut here in the US, but it has taken the market by storm. All kinds of people are making picanha in all different ways. Roasting picanha, smoking picanha. I even did a flip and stuffed picanha not too long ago. You can check it out here. And it is a really noble cut and it can be done in many different ways. But there is a few ways that is traditionally done in South America and to me is the best way to cook picanha. So we're gonna figure it out today which is the best way to cook picanha using those traditional ways and also improving a little bit with Sous Vide here because I know there is a lot of Sous Vide guys out there that love picanha in the Sous Vide. So that's the whole idea for the video today. Let's get into that. The first and most common way of cooking picanha will be as steaks. You know, you just cut it into steaks and cook it as if it were any other steak on the grill, and it is fantastic. The second one we're gonna try today will be cook in the rotisserie, which is the main traditional way they use down there in South America, and it's amazing. And for the last way of cooking picanha we're gonna try today will be in the Sous Vide. And again, it's because there is a lot of Sous Vide guys out there that follow this channel. This is the picanha we're gonna use for both experiments because the experiment with the steak and the experiment with the Sous Vide, both are gonna be with steak, all right? And I like to cut my steaks kind of thick. So this point here, we're just not gonna use it, we're gonna put it on the side. Then I'm gonna measure 2 fingers or 1.5 inches, and then I'm gonna cut there my beautiful steak. Let me put it here to the side, and we're gonna cut another one all the way across, 2 fingers or 1.5 inches. If you wanna measure, you can measure. I'm gonna mark all the way. And then we are cutting. Look at that marbling. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get one of them and we're gonna vacuum seal the heck out of it and put them in the Sous Vide. And the other one, we're just gonna let it rest there with the spices on top. Mr. Joe, you take it easy, man. I'm about to be done. And remember, the first thing that you have to do when you are Sous Vide is to bring the water to temperature before you drop that steak in there, okay? We're gonna be cooking this at 135 degrees for an hour and a half. An hour and a half, right? Hour and a half, 2 hours, that's okay. We want it medium rare, we want it beautiful. So that's what we're gonna do. And here we have the other picanha. Remember, we're gonna cook this one in the skewers 3 fingers thick or 2 inches, 2.5 inches, it doesn't really matter. The thicker, the better. We're just gonna be cooking the outside of the picanha little by little. We don't want to cook everything at once. We're just gonna cook the outside, come to the board, cut it up, put it back, and that's the way it goes, and that's the way that is delicious. For the skewers, we're gonna use these big boys we have here. And from the side with the fat out, we're gonna start poking on the bottom. Be careful, don't impale yourself, all right? Now, once we have it all the way like that, we're just gonna make a letter C with it or a number C with it, and we're gonna impale the other side all the way. And there you have it. That's how it's gonna look. And with the other side, we do exactly the same thing. Now, because of this step here, I've been called crazy many times. But let me tell you something. It's just logic, you know. All you have to do is use logic, okay? Bruh. We will put a lot of salt on this. A lot of salt. And that's not gonna make the meat salty. What it's gonna do is gonna create a layer outside of the picanha. And it's gonna force those juices to stay inside of the meat instead of just losing them in the fire. And yes, you know, the outside of the picanha is gonna get a little salty, but that's really easy to fix. You just hit it a few times on the grill before you serve it, and it's gonna be great. All right, boys and girls, the grill is ready to go, and we're gonna start with the one that we're gonna grill, all right? Let's put this baby right on the grill. Oh, I have to change my tongues, man. This thing is looking weird. And we're gonna cook it for 5 minutes per side. That's all we're gonna do. We want it medium rare, we want it really crispy outside. 5 minutes per side, that's what you're gonna get. If you cook it more than medium, it's gonna become tough. That's the main deal with picanha. You have to be careful when you're cooking it. As you can see, this baby is looking impeccable. It is ready to go, guys. So let's bring it up here. And now we're gonna let it rest. You have to let it rest for at least 10 minutes. That's all I'm asking you to do, 10 minutes. It's gonna be better. All the juices that are boiling right now near the sides of the steak are gonna fall back into their place because they're gonna cool off and they're gonna fall back. When you cut it, all the juices are not just gonna run away. They're gonna stay within the meat and it's gonna be even better. Let me just push it up a little bit, make it easier to handle. Oh, those airplanes. And let's go and put it right on the fire. Right there. Remember, you need the fire to be ripping hot, guys. That's all you need to know. And you put them in there, let it be, and make sure you look at it, because when that fat and all those juices start falling off from it, you're gonna fall in love with picanha forever. It's gonna be the only thing that you're going to eat. The queen. All right, it's about a minute on that side, and let's just flip it over. And we're gonna keep doing this as long as we are cooking. We're gonna know when everything is cooked and everything is ready to go, when all that section of the meat gets really brown and golden and beautiful and the fat renders a lot. And you're gonna see some flares here, but don't worry, it's gonna be good. This beauty is ready. I want you to see the colors there. I want you to admire smells on this thing. There is no smell vision yet, but this smells like, oh my goodness. Most of the salt already full. You can clean it up a little bit if you want. You know, maybe you have your mother-in-law complains about the salt or whatever, like mine. The good thing about this method is you don't have to wait anything. You can start cutting right now. And now when you cut your little pieces like that, really thin, really delicious, all you have to do is grab the whole skewer, put it back in the fire so we can cook another layer again. Right, just like that, the sous vide one is ready. Let's take this baby out of here. Sous vide is definitely one of the easiest way of cooking picanha. All you have to do is drop it in there and you don't have to take a lot of care of it. But because you might not have a grill at home, we're gonna do this one with the torch. Let's get the steak right on the Weber. And for the torch, we're gonna use this beast here. This is a grill gun, guys. This is an amazing, real cool torch. That is 400,000 BTUs. We're gonna be sealing this baby with a torch and see what's better. All right, guys, here we have all the different types of picanha, and Miss Ninja, I kick it out of here because I didn't want her to see what I was preparing. So she doesn't know the order, she doesn't know anything. You guys know, but don't tell her, okay? Miss Ninja, we have to try this thing and you have to tell me.
Let's do it because
which is the
like,
best picanha for you?
how you doing?
How you doing?
Oh my God.
All right, Miss Ninja, let's start with this one. Go ahead.
Let's do it. Oh, we're going commando here?
I'm gonna try it with you. Yeah.
Let's do it, let's do it.
Let's go.
Come on.
So good.
It is so good. Seriously.
All right, number 2 here. Let's go for it. Number 2? We don't have any number 2 here.
Oh, number B.
Oh my goodness, man. That is so good. And let's go with number C, Miss Ninja.
Let's do it.
We have number C here with the fatty and everything. Let's go.
And it's really good, but there's a major difference. Major.
We have all the flavors of the rosemary and the thyme in there, so you guys know what's up, all right? Miss Ninja, which is the best for you?
Number 8.
Miss Ninja goes with number 8.
Yes.
And I will tell you this, man. I would go with number 8 too, because number 8 is delicious. But number C is really close. And besides that, you get those aromas and those really nice flavors of the grass that you put in there, or the rosemary, or the thyme, or whatever else you put in there. It gets and penetrates the meat, and it gives it that little, how do you call that, like earth flavor, or
the earth tone.
Earth tone into it, and it's really good. there you have it, guys. If you never try it this way, it's time for you to try it. All you need is some skewers. Put them in there.
Worth it.
Flip it every minute or so, and it's gonna be amazing. And then you just slice it. When you slice it really thin, man. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, so you're gonna have enough for everybody.
Now I have to ask you a question, man.
What?
Did I make you hungry?
Did he make you hungry?
If we made you hungry, you have to hit us with the like.
Lots of likes.
Subscribe to the channel, share with your friends and family.
Share.
And please, let me know in the comments. Do you ever do it this way? Do you ever try this method? Which is the best for you? Number C is real good, guys. It's really close. But, as I told you in the beginning, nothing beats it.
No, this is like...